Well, guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk about something that I thought was crazy. Well, you got to be crazy to attempt this. Let me put it that way. The story I'm talking about happened a few days ago in Houston at George Bush Intercontinental Airport. Now, I'm familiar with this airport because it's close by where I live in Houston. In addition, I use this airport frequently when I go out of town for business or vacation or just to visit Jersey. But what happened is, in this story, it's about, let me tell you first, the story is about this lady right here, Ivory Howard. She's 22 years old. She's accused of sneaking on the airport grounds, causing 43 flight delays with what she did. Now, I'm gonna play this video clip. I don't want to give it away, but it's amazing and it's really stupid. But without further ado, let's get in this clip. Happy Monday to you. Let's go.
For the second time in less than 2 weeks, another trespasser has been arrested at Bush Intercontinental Airport.
The breachers are raising some major security concerns tonight. Let's go to KPRT2's Candace Burns. She spoke to an aviation expert and joins us now live from the newsroom. Candace?
Daniela, you might find this surprising. A spokesperson for Houston Airport say these are not unique situations, but it is a state and federal crime. Ivory Howard did not show up to court today, but she is in jail and her bond is set at $15,000.
I will place a condition that the defendant is to remain 1,000 feet away from Bush Intercontinental Airport and their properties.
Investigators say Howard snuck under a perimeter fence at Bush and walked onto the secure airfield where planes take off and land. 43 flights were delayed as emergency crews worked to apprehend the 22-year-old.
The very, very first thing that causes an alarm is, how did the security fail to allow this person to get into a secure area?
This is the second security breach in less than 2 weeks at IAH. On May 27th, Jeffrey Gutierrez was arrested after he was found hiding in a plane wheel well. Aviation expert Josh Verde says both incidents could have ended much worse.
This is incredibly dangerous. People have done it many times over the years, and we're talking about going back decades. This has happened repeatedly, and it's usually fatal to the stowaway.
Houston Airport say the gap in the fence where Howard entered has been closed and secured.
I'm certainly concerned about it.
Mayor Sylvester Turner says the city will be looking into what went wrong and how to fix it.
The airport, our airport grounds should be the most secure, and we want them to be the most secure. So we are doing a detailed assessment to address that.
In the meantime, Verde says anyone else considering the risky attempt should think again.
If you were thinking about trying this, don't do it, because it's likely going to result in your death, and it could result in a catastrophic accident.
Guys, that's the story. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's surprising to me how many people have no idea how much danger they're in when they're particularly trying to do something outrageous and outlandish. Now, there's no motive of why this young lady was doing this. And my thing is this. A lot could have happened with her breaching security. She could have got killed. Remember, security is on a totally different level now since we got the 9/11 thing. She could have got killed by police or security because that airplane is top priority and the safety of those passengers over somebody out there running around that's not supposed to be there. So the airport can cover themselves by just blasting somebody out there and then asking questions later. Because trust me, when it comes to these big institutions and these facilities dealing with infrastructure and stuff like that, they will always pick that plane and the safety of them people over the life of somebody else that's on their property that should not be there. Now, I don't know, like I said, I don't know why she did it, but she broke through the gate. She had some type of idea. I don't know what was going on, if she was trying to jump on a flight, sneak on a flight or something, or what. But it's just the dangers that are, anything could have happened. She could have had change in her pocket. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, not a lot of you guys was in the military like me. I was an aircraft mechanic, in the Air Force. Airplane engines suck air and debris off the ground, right? They call it foreign object debris, or FOD. They have to go out there and pick up stuff regularly, like small stones and stuff, because airplane engines, for them to get lift off the ground, they have to pull in air through those engines. So them engines are basically big vacuums. This happened at 8:30 at night. Now, I don't know how dark it was at the time this happened, but she could have got tore up, because I'm telling you something, when a plane is taking off, and a lot of you guys know this, when you've been on airplanes and they turn those thrusters on, they cannot stop that airplane like they do a car. She could have got pulled into a wheel well. I mean, not a wheel well, one of those engines, caused a blowout in the engine. She could have had something in her pocket when she was running, got pulled out of her pocket. Anything could have happened. She could have chased some birds that was off in the distance somewhere as the plane was taking off. The birds, we've seen this before. The birds go in front of the plane, cause a catastrophic engine failure. Now the plane then crashed. I don't know if she's crazy or not, but I know what she did was crazy. And she's going to do serious time for that. A lot of people don't know she's going to do serious time. Now, they showed her in the courtroom. She refused to come to court. I'm going to stay at the cell. It's not helping you, man. It's not. They said this ordeal happened like 8:30, 8:35 at night, a few days ago. It was a 15-minute ordeal for them to catch her, right? Then on top of that, with just that 15, and I want you guys to hear me on this, just that 15-minute delay by itself of them having to stop the flights on the tarmac and all of this stuff, shut down the airport temporarily because they don't know if it's a terrorist threat, caused 43 flight delays. And those 43 flight delays are not just at at Bush Intercontinental Airport. Those delays extend to other airports. A lot of people don't know that. Airport's a hectic place, guys. You know that. You see it all the time. You could be walking towards your flight gate and there are people panicking, running back and forth because they're at the wrong gate, or they got up a plane that was delayed and the other plane they got to catch before it take off. Because remember, planes ain't going to wait for you. They on a time schedule, just like the bus. They're going to go. And they'll either compensate you or not, but they are going to stay on task and they're going to stay on time. A lot of people are funny about flying, period. Now imagine somebody having the delay. Now you got people on planes that give exact times and when they're supposed to be somewhere. Got people that got to pick them up that they can't get in contact with, that are sitting around waiting for them and not in the airport, just sitting in the parking lot and don't know if they're coming or not. It's a whole big thing. And like, we don't think as people, a lot of times our action can have a ripple effect on everybody else, regardless if we want it to or not. That's real. I don't know what her problem was, but it says on May 27th, like if you look real close in that news article, that news video, a guy named Jeffrey Gutierrez, he was in there in the same courtroom. You seen him in there on a little side piece? He got caught in the wheel well at the same airport, trying to go to Miami, like get a free flight to Miami. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Not only with this, like I said before, with this 9/11 stuff, right? People should know better. But this guy right here is trying to do something that a lot of people have did and never succeeded. I think one person did it, and I think he had equipment to help him. He tried to go into the wheel well of a plane and land in Miami undetected. First of all, when that plane is taking off and it's moving over 100-something miles an hour at full thrust to get off the ground, you don't know how the landing gear mechanisms work. There have been many times people been in there holding on to the landing gear or holding on, to a certain part of the compartment. And when that landing gear come up, they don't even know, and it come right up and crush them. That's not pneumatic. That's straight hydraulic. It don't give for nothing. It'll squash you like somebody stepping on a roach. No resistance. If you're lucky. Most of the time when people die, they go up there in the atmosphere, 10, 20, 30,000 feet up there, and it's like negative something degrees. Even with a jacket on, it's so cold. They find bodies all the time. It's not reported, but they find bodies all the time of people trying to sneak and hide and get a free ride somewhere. The bodies be frozen solid. That's how cold it is up there. And there's no oxygen. Old as this guy is, he need to know that. He'd have went to Miami, all right. He'd have been a popsicle. As soon as he landed, nobody would have felt nothing for him. Can't sue. Now your family's left upset and wanting answers. Yeah, you got your answers. He's sitting up there in the morgue. When the autopsy take about a week to throw him out. But anyway, man, this is a dumb choice this lady made. I mean, at her age, 9/11 was, she wasn't even born when 9/11 came out. Let me calculate. Was she? It's 2023. She was born probably right around that time. But she still should know about it. I don't know. But guys, leave me a comment, man. It's like dumb get dumber. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you guys take care. Thank you so much.